So we're going to go ahead and get started, you guys. Welcome to this call. There are still some people joining, so I'm going to be adding people as we go, but we're really excited. We're really excited to share with you guys tonight just all about the body opportunity. And listen, if I cut out, please just tell me. I don't know what's up with my Wi-Fi. I haven't figured it out. Maybe I just need a different service, probably. But we're really excited, and we are going to take like 30, max 40 minutes to tell you about this business opportunity and share with you how our lives have changed and why we invited you here, honestly, because we never invite somebody to these learning opportunities unless we see something in you that we think would make a great body partner. And so we are just going to dive straight in. I'll introduce myself. Shannon can, and then Whitney, if you're able to, if you can, and you're like mid scream or mid score or something, just tell us. But we're all body partners. Tiara is as well. I see Courtney Johnson, and we are all building a business that is rooted in taking care of our bodies. And for us and our team, we are building a business rooted in our faith and what we believe about our value and our worth through Jesus Christ. And so we are excited to share what that looks like with you guys tonight and share the opportunity to actually earn an income by taking care of yourself, by sharing your story on social media, by inviting friends and family, and someday you'll invite strangers that you meet on the internet to join your accountability groups and your team. Like, I'll say honestly, 8 years ago, I didn't know anybody on this call. I didn't know anybody on this call. I didn't know them in person. They weren't my friends. I have met them all by doing the work that we're going to talk to you guys about tonight, and it is life-changing. And so I'm Rachel Mitchell. I have been a coach for 8 years, a little over 8 years, and I started out as a tired, unhealthy mama. I wasn't super overweight, didn't have a lot of weight to lose. I had a little bit, but I was unhealthy from the inside out. And I was looking for a solution, something that I could do that wouldn't disrupt my family life a whole lot. I found the 21-day fix. Raise your hand if you know what that is. And just crushed it all on my own. It was so simple. It was so easy to do, to push play and to measure out my food and to do the nutrition. And eventually I found my coach and joined her accountability groups. And she invited me to a call just like this, probably 3 or 4 months in a row, because I kept saying, no, I don't want to do this. But God had other plans, and I just couldn't ignore the tug in my belly to say yes. And so in August of 2014, I started my business. I probably didn't really work it until the next month. But since then, I've just been on a wild ride of getting healthy, staying healthy, building a business around my family. And I started as a full-time college instructor, and now I do that very part-time, and coaching is my full-time income, because I believe, because I'm coachable and I was consistent and I stay consistent and I'm always setting new goals. And so that's my story in a nutshell. So I will pass it on to Shannon or Whitney. If you're in a place where you can talk, do you want to go next? Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. So I'm Whitney. I've been here for about 1.5 years. I am a mom of 4. My 4th child has special needs, so I had to stay home. I had to figure out, I gained so much weight after having the baby, like 40 pounds. I was mentally just, you know how it gets. So I needed something for that on top of financially struggling like tremendously. And this was just an opportunity laid in my lap that was God sent. Not only did I lose the 35, 40 pounds, but I also was able to work from home. As you can see, I'm literally working right now at the ball field. I don't have to miss anything. The opportunities just have been phenomenal. Sorry, they're so loud. I don't know what just happened. But anyways, the programs I started I was a challenger, decided I was going to coach right away. And it just went hand in hand, putting my health and fitness as a priority, and then helping others do the same. And it's just, there's nothing better for yourself, or like I said, for an income, for me to be able to stay home and do the things that I need to do and financially support my family, my large family as well.
Thanks, Whit. I'm Shannon. I am in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I am an attorney. I represent law enforcement at the Capitol here in our legislature. And I have 3 children. My husband is Barker. We are very busy. And even before we had kids, I was always trying to be healthy. I knew that God had called me to take care of the body that he gave me, but I just kept falling off the wagon. Signed up for a bunch of classes, hundreds of dollars a month, and I'm just not going because of traffic and making every excuse. And then shaming myself. There was something wrong with me for not being able to do what I was seeing everybody else do. Right. So I was just kind of sick and tired of that cycle. I saw someone in my feed doing our workouts and I thought, wow, I could never do what she's doing. She has like 3 likes and is posting her jumping jacks, but she kept doing it. And I was floored by her consistency. I ended up having a baby and battled a lot of postpartum depression and anxiety. And the paper also said OCD, but I'm not really sure about that. But I remember seeing all these labels spoken over me on a piece of paper that my doctor had written down. And at that point, it was either I could choose to sit in that and just sort of let that define me, or I could message this girl on my feed, take care of myself at home, because I learned about endorphins and mental health. And I fell in love with it. I was actually consistent. I didn't give up for once. And there was this group that was always there with me that went everywhere I did. So long story short, I offer the same groups today. And I'm so excited that you all are here. And that hopefully, I know this is non-traditional what we do, but it's super unique. It's super exciting. I'm sure you follow a lot of bloggers on your Instagram or websites or whatever, and they're sharing affiliate links for different shirts, different makeup, different products. We share health, we share workouts, we share protein smoothies, we share recipes. And those are the things that are treasures that don't fade away. You know what I mean? I love things, but connecting someone to something that can truly turn their mental health around, make them have a better day, never gets old. So we're excited to tell you about it.
Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I could sit and listen to stories all night long. So this is so cool. And you guys, listen, don't be afraid to ask us questions. Like we're sharing with you, and we're going to go through it somewhat quickly because we do want to respect your time. But if you have questions, like, you can ask us, type in the chat bar or unmute yourself. We'll definitely have time for questions at the end, but we are going to literally tell you how we earn an income tonight by making an impact, doing the things that we talked about. So before we really get started, and you can answer these in the chat bar, but I want to ask you these questions. Like, what would you do if you had, I won't say it says all the time and the money in the world. Obviously that's not reality, but what would you do if you had more time? What would you do if you had more money? And I will tell you, like, God has written all over my heart this year, help these women earn money, help them earn an income. There's nothing wrong with earning an income, doing anything that we put our hand to. God created us to work, and it is good to earn money. And it, I'll just say personally, that the income that we have earned has changed my family's life. It continues to change our life. And while Team Beachbody does not guarantee any level of income, every coach's income is dependent on the work that they put into it. I will say there is the potential to earn. So what would you do if you had more time, if you had more money in your pocket? Second question is, have you ever recommended a restaurant or something that you loved, like a favorite meal or a face cream? Or, I know, just always think of Element. It's this hydration thing that Shannon and I talk about all the time. And it's just what Shannon said. Have you ever recommended something to someone because you loved it so much? And that is something that we are doing here. Have you ever posted on social media? I think probably for all of us, the answer is yes to that. And so take those questions into consideration as we walk through this, because if you said yes to any of those things, any of those questions, you're doing a lot of what we're doing as coaches already. And maybe you're just not getting paid for influencing people in that way. But we want to talk about how you can actually influence other people through coaching in a good way, and earn an income while you do it. Our friend Courtney wasn't able to come tonight, but if she has somebody watching this back, know that she had an exam tonight that she had to take. So she could not be on. So let's just dive into what we do as coaches. And Shannon's going to start with what we don't do as coaches, or what we're not.
Yes. So I talked to a couple people today, and some of these things were on the list of why they thought that they shouldn't join in on this call tonight, because they want to get in shape first, and then they'll let me know when they want to listen to the call. Right. And I was like, girls, and I'm telling y'all tonight, you do not have to be an expert. You do not have to be thin. You do not have to be muscly. You do not have to look a certain way. People are just looking for refreshing, real stories today on social media. Everyone is tired of the comparison game. They just want to know that you are living your life in a way that helps them know that it's real and that what they're going through is similar to what you're going through. So we're not experts. We're not icky salespeople. We do sell products. We do sell our workouts, but we share all of the things in our life that work. And we just invite people to come along on the journey, and we'll teach you how to do that in a way that makes you feel comfortable. You'll be uncomfortable sometimes because you're growing, and that's important, but we're going to teach you to do it in a way that it's going to click, and you're going to be like, oh, okay, I totally get it. It's a simple formula. It's called our daily vital behaviors. And we'll get into those once you enroll. You don't need a certificate or a degree. You don't have to meet sales quotas. Now, what we mean by that is I think certain companies will have all of these giant requirements that you can't meet, and will basically say, do X, Y, and Z, and kind of suck the life out of the fun of it. We have goals that will help you grow, but the cool thing is that the most important thing as a partner is your own journey. And that's why I started this, just for the discount. And I wanted to be able to have a platform for the Lord and to just share my own journey. And that's the first thing that we do. You also don't have to have a big following on social media. I think when most of us started, we probably had a couple hundred followers or less. And some people, I know somebody didn't have any and is wildly successful today. So we have a whole social media training, and we'll talk to you about that. But the main thing that I want to bust through are the lies that the enemy might be whispering to you, that you are not capable, that you are not perfect enough, that you don't look a certain way to do this. And there is every kind of partner out there from all walks of life. You are the only one that can tell your story to someone who's in your situation, and that's why we're talking to you tonight.
So don't be shy.
Okay.
I can go ahead and take this one too. What
Yeah,
we
go
do.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'll talk a little bit about what we do and how we make an impact. So like I talked about, sharing your journey and being committed to that while showing grace to yourself. Like, we all have days where things don't work out, and just being real and transparent about that. Sharing that with friends and family. That's a couple stories a day, maybe making a post about the recipe that went wrong, or the kids' game that you're at, like Whitney, at 9:00 at night or whatever time it is. Connecting and building relationships based upon that. And then inspiring others through living your best and healthiest life. Now, all of this seems, maybe if you've never shared anything, or maybe if you're kind of like, oh gosh, I don't know if I can do that. I promise you can. We take baby steps. But all that we do is share, and we connect you some very simple behaviors that you can do each day to not only grow the people that you're influencing and to finally stay on the health wagon, but to add income to your family, to your budget. Maybe you want to pay off debt. Maybe you want to save. Maybe you want to stop the cycle of student loans in your family, like I do, and save for college for your kids, whatever it may be. We're going to teach you if you're willing to work. A lot of people sign up to do this thinking that a salary will come into their account. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you that there is work involved. Okay. Just 30 seconds. My first job was a bagel shop worker. I had to pull those rugs out full of gross food. I had to wipe countertops, clean the bathrooms, all of this work. When I show up to this job, I invite people to join my health party every month. I invite them to lead with me. I drink a protein shake that has amazing vitamins in it that I would not drink otherwise. I make healthy meals. Is there any other job that's better than that? No, so that's kind of the comparison of the hard work that we ask you to put in, but it's worthy work, and it's so much fun.
I can do this
Let's
one.
see.
I can do that one. Because this was absolutely one of the things we want you to walk away with from this call tonight is, yes, being inspired, yes, understanding what we do, but what would that look like for you if you were to add building a business to your plate? Because like Shan said, we do have to do the work if we want to see the income grow. And I'll tell you, I worked a lot in the beginning for a very little amount of money, but on this side of it, it was so worth it to me to be able to be home with my family and doing something that brings me so much joy and provides for my family. So when I was a new coach it was a coach then. We're called partners now. I did work a full-time job Monday through Friday. I had to leave my house by 7 a.m. I had to find time for my Jesus time, my workout, and to work the business. And so early in the morning, I would do my working in, which is what we call our quiet time with God, do 10 minutes of personal development. I would work out, and then I would add some followers to grow my social media. And then it was like, get ready for work, get my kids ready, go do my teaching job. And if I had like 15 minutes here or there, like a break, I would work. But my lunch hour and in the evenings was when I really spent the bulk of my time building my business. And on my lunch hour, instead of scrolling social media or going to the mall, I would spend that time inviting people to my challenge groups, working on my content, checking into my challenge group, and reviewing any new coach training that I had access to. And you will get access to a new coach training, a Facebook group, when you join us in May. And there will be 2 to 3 posts a week that we train you. And the rest of the time is for you to build, take action, and to ask us questions. In the evenings, I would check my messages. Sometimes, like one night a week, I had calls, training calls. So my husband would help with the kids. We set aside that time. We knew I was going to be on a training call. And then after my kids went to bed, I would do follow-ups, prepare something for the next day, and answer messages. And that was really what I was doing on repeat to build the foundation of my business that I have today. And like Shannon said, we're going to teach you how to do all of those things. You're going to have a cool tracker that you're going to wake up each day and you're going to look at it and you're going to know exactly what you need to do. But really, I find that finding the time is really where most coaches struggle. And we all have the time. I suggest a couple of hours a day. And like I said, I wasn't sitting down. I didn't have 2 hours a day just to sit down and work, but I was willing to fight for it and cut out the fluff and the wasted time in my day, like scrolling social, watching Netflix, sleeping more than I had to. I definitely started to get up earlier, and it was a fight that was so worth fighting for my business. And again, we're going to teach you exactly what to do and how to do those things. But I just want to give you a sample day in the life of what it looks like to actually do some of the work that we do. Okay, Whit, you can take this one.
Okay, this is the exciting part, the perks of coaching. So a bunch of ladies just got back from the Success Club trip, and your Success Club points can pay for your trip. It's just extra. It doesn't like take away from any income or anything like that. It's just an incentive that you get, and it is amazing. Rachel, where did you guys just come back from?
That was in Mexico. It was Riviera Maya near Cancun.
I don't know why. Okay. And each year they do it. It is phenomenal. And I don't know of any jobs that pay for you to basically go to an all-inclusive resort. You can take your family, whatever, and you just get that for hitting Success Club each month. And, we'll get into that more as you start coaching. Getting in the best shape of your life. So as a coach, you are putting, like, literally part of your job is putting your health and fitness in front, like that is on your daily activity tracker, and then you're helping others do the same. And again, I don't know of any job that your literal job is your own health and fitness. So an important thing to me was like being able to help other women, because I know, like most of you probably know, as a woman, a mom, a busy employee, whatever stage of life you're in, it gets hard. And when you're not eating properly and you're not taking care of yourself, you just sometimes find yourself in a hard place. So helping other women to get out of that hard place is payment in itself, on top of getting financial freedom. You have the ability to make as much money as you want to make. There's no cap on it. Like, you're definitely paid for your efforts. And again, like at a traditional job, you can work so hard and you may get a raise here and there, but like this has no cap, no limit, income disclaimer there. And for me, that was really important. I needed this to get out of a lot of financial craziness, and it's phenomenal. Where are we at? We just lost our game by one.
Oh no.
I know. I
Sorry.
know.
A life lesson about trying.
Yeah.
Okay. How we earn an income. So that was one of the biggest questions I had when I started doing this was how does the income work? That I wanted to know if I was going to put myself out there, would I definitely be able to bring home some income for my family? And the answer is yes. If you take our training, step one, and if you do the daily vital behaviors, each thing I'm about to discuss is dependent upon your diligence and skill. Basically, what you put into it is what you will get out. We first enroll new customers with products and programs, and we will get commission from that. So each Thursday is our paycheck day. So when you become a partner, you will put in your direct deposit information. And it was the coolest thing ever when I connected a friend to all of the tools that I use in a bundle annual solution package, and $30 or $40, I can't remember how much, hit my account the following Thursday. And I was shook. I just could not get over that I could do this and help someone and get money for it. So that's the first piece. If you bring on discount customers and coaches or partners is what we call it now, other people that just want to share their affiliate link, just like many people do on social media today, you call it social selling, call it marketing, call it whatever you want to call it. When other people on your team are doing that, your team bonuses will grow as you teach them to do the same. And every time that those customers order again, you'll begin to build this residual income. Your team will grow as you share, because we're going to teach you on social media how to share, how to add value. So share like a recipe, share a photo of your family and something that you overcame that day. We're going to teach you how to post about what we do to grow your team. We're going to share with you how to post about our workouts and about a balanced, healthy living to help attract customers. So those are the different ways. There are many. I could go much deeper into how our compensation works, but just know basically it's commission. It's growing a team by having other partners under you, and it's residual income as those people continue to order and grow. If you are willing to work hard on becoming your best self through health and fitness, put in the work daily, have a servant heart, have big dreams and set big goals, and this is for you. And we put all of that on there because I think for a while I was not doing the best job of explaining that there is work required. It sounds so fun. People want to go on the trip. And I just felt like we needed to upfront, I think most of us did, like it's helpful to just know what is required to get this awesome stuff. But what's on the other side if you choose to do this, right? You won't, like, just like me, there won't be a question of what am I going to do today to be healthy, to take care of my temple where God lives, right? We have these simple steps every day. We have a team of people praying for us. We have a team of people that shares recipes. If you have a problem with your kids, somebody on our team has faced it before. It's so much more than a job. It's really a lifestyle, and we're just so excited to share it with you. And I would just lastly ask you to imagine where you could be if you chose to focus on your health and focused on the good things that could come from this rather than the fears that I guarantee you Satan is sending your way to get you to not step out. Now, I'm not saying if you pray and you don't feel a peace about this, but if you are like me and many of us on this call, you feel a little nudge to learn more about this. And there's going to be fear that comes right on in, and you know what? To me, that's a sign that you should continue looking into it or to do it, because it means that the devil is freaked out and doesn't want you to step out.
I couldn't unmute fast enough to say amen. I love that. I love that. You're always going to get spiritual encouragement from this team. I can tell you that. And I will also just add to that like, I don't think I say this all the time. Coaching has grown my faith like second only to motherhood. This has forced me outside my comfort zone, forced me into the arms of God, trust his word, and honestly made me a much more disciplined person, which I think that is a huge part of living out our faith. So, I did forget to say when I was explaining the work that one of our number one goal, honestly, as a coach every month is to help 3 women join our boot camps within a challenge pack, what we call a challenge pack, a total solution pack. And that gives them access to a year of workouts, some of our supplements, our nutrition programs, and that's your goal. And that's what Whitney mentioned, Success Club. And Success Club is a basic goal that we all shoot for every single month, and that we'll teach you to shoot for as well. I'm sorry, my internet is spotty. But that is something I forgot to mention and I needed to mention. So how can you start? Like what happens? I'm sorry, my dogs are barking. What happens when you actually start your business? You either invest $40 to open your coach account, or you unlock it with one of those total body solution packs, which is about $200. And you get basically food, Shakeology supplements, which are amazing. And you get your gym membership for a whole year. So $200 is really, you're just investing in yourself. And then you get to start making money immediately. But we do have trainings available for you every Monday night at 8 o'clock. You can go ahead and put that in your calendar. We have a new partner training call where we teach you how to grow your social media, how to post on social media, how to invite, how to do those things that are on your daily success tracker. We teach you exactly how to do that. And we're there to answer your questions and to encourage you, and honestly, to get you pumped up and excited. We also have, we're doing a training mentorship in Facebook in the month of May, where we're actually going to give you a few, like I said, we're not going to post in there every day, but 3 to 4 times a week, we give you a training that encourages you to take action, and it teaches you how to build the business. Listen, I'm telling you, come hungry. Come coachable, come ready to learn and take action, and you can do so much with this business. That's why we're all here. We all got on the training calls. We all took action. We all asked questions when we had them, and our business has naturally grown. And then of course, there's an incredible, honestly, Body has an incredible website. If you didn't even have an upline coach, you could build this business based on what Body has given you. And so there are great resources in your coach office, but of course, thankfully, we do have a wonderful team, and the training and the leadership and the mentors are there. So you don't have to wonder. All right, Whit.
Okay, so what you're going to do next is whatever coach invited you here, I'm sure they're going to reach out to you, but you can reach out to them as well and just let them know that you're ready. Get plugged into the fitness community, and your coach is going to be running challenge groups and bod groups, and will help you along with that. You're going to submit your coach sign up, and that's just going to be a few different things. Like Rachel said, you can do the $40, or you can go ahead and get the total solution pack, which just knocks everything out, and start your new coach mentorship. And that May, you have a couple days to get ready and set your alarm to get up earlier, and just to really lean into this for the month of May. Summer's busy, but so is fall, and then Christmas, and then, so just go ahead and dive in and get ready just in time for summer.
That is so true. We're always busy. Okay. Yeah.
You can shut it. It's fine.
Okay. So what questions do you guys have for us? We've explained what we do on a daily basis. We've explained how we earn an income. We've explained some of the perks. We've explained the training. Does anyone have questions for us about anything that we shared tonight? Like Whitney said, the person who invited you here is definitely going to follow up and just check in with you and see if you're ready. But if you have questions for us tonight, like, that's why we're here. We want you to take advantage of us, pick our brain. I know that Courtney Johnson was just going to share a quick part of her story, because she is a coach. She and Tiara both are coaches on our team, and Angelia is here too. I see her on here. They're coaches on our team who are building their business right alongside of us. Court, you want to share something?
Sure. And I wrote down bullet points so that I don't get lost in a story. So, hi, I'm Courtney Johnson. So whenever I first started my journey, I went right in with Beachbody and did programs and nutrition and things like that, and was kind of like yo-yoing with things before that. And I ended up, I put in the work, I lost 87 pounds on my own using the tools, but I wasn't in an accountability group or anything like that. and it was getting really lonely. Like I was just like, I was stalking a little bit Rachel on social media, and I was like, why is she having like so much fun? Because like I loved the programs, I loved the tools, I was using everything, but I was missing that community piece. And it is such a game changer to have a group of Jesus loving women in your corner who genuinely love you and want the best for you. So I was doing it alone, and I was like, I don't want to anymore. So I wanted that community. I wanted a guarantee that I wouldn't quit on myself again. I was like, I need that extra accountability where I'm telling the world what I'm doing. I'm telling everybody what I'm doing, and I am like keeping myself accountable. So I pretty much, I can't remember, Rachel, but I think I like just jumped into your DMs and I was like, I want to coach and I want to be in your training. Like, let's do this thing. I think I came on very strong, but I just knew what I wanted. And I loved that Rachel was using this platform to like be a light and share her faith. And I knew I needed that accountability with my faith even more than I needed it with my health. So I just knew, like, I felt so convicted to reach out, and I knew that I was supposed to be connected with her. So I got plugged into the community first, and I started the coach training whenever I was allowed to. It was like this whole thing that I had to wait like 6 months. That's a whole other thing. You probably will never have to deal with that like I had to. I got plugged into the community, and honestly, right now I am going through like a hard season of life, and I did gain some of my weight back that I lost. But honestly, I am at such a good mental headspace right now. Like I know that I'm going to get back to my healthiest weight. I just know it because I have this community. And before, if I would have gained anything back at all, I would have quit. Like you would not see me anymore, I'd be out. But since I have this community and like I've already told everyone what I'm doing, like man, I'm in. Like I'm not going anywhere. So I posted something today. I was like, who wants to lose 20 pounds together? You can either watch me lose it or you can do it with me. So yeah, so anyway, bullet points over. Now I know I'm done with my story.
I love it. I love it. That accountability is next level. No joke. We all know that. All right. That's our stories. That's our story. That's the business. That's what we're inviting you to. Like we've said a couple of times, our new partner training starts Monday, May the 1st. So you definitely want to make sure that you're enrolled by then and ready to go. We are going to be your mentors. We are going to be the people teaching you how to build the business and doing it alongside of you. You know, I say this a lot, but like, I'm never going to teach you to do something I'm not doing. And I know nobody else will here. So we've been through the trenches and we're building right alongside you. And it's an honor to do that, honestly. So if you guys don't have any questions for us, we'll let you go. We'll close out with a prayer, and then we'll look forward to seeing your faces in our new partner training that starts on Monday. Shan, do you wanna pray us out? You want me to?
No, I got it.
Go ahead.
Thank you all for joining us. Father, I thank you so much for each woman that joined this call tonight. I just pray, Lord, that you would give them supernatural wisdom and just your peace about steps forward, about their week, about what's going to happen in their day, in the coming days. I pray, Lord, that you remind all of us that we can trust you, that we can present our dreams to you, and we can ask for your will in our life. And I just pray, Lord, that you let us hear your voice this week and in the coming weeks and throughout our whole life. Let us walk in your will. I pray, Father, that regardless of whether we work together or not, that you would just help us to come away from this call energized to take care of our homes, energized to take care of our jobs tomorrow, and help us to just be a light for you in this world. And thank you again for each woman. And I pray that you bless her in Jesus' name. Amen.
Good night, you guys.
Thank y'all.